Breaking on 4 News now at 6. Washington and parts of North Idaho are under a state of emergency as floodwaters force families from their homes, wash away roads, and cause millions of dollars in damage. We have team coverage on the hardest hit areas.
I'm tracking more rain tonight before a welcome drying trend for the weekend. I'll let you know what to expect in the first alert forecast.
And taking a bite out of the criminal reputation of Spokane, how police are giving you a reality check when it comes to bad things happening in your neighborhood. You're watching 4 News now at 6.
This situation is extremely unpredictable.
Families forced from their homes, major highways shut down, and towns underwater across the Pacific Northwest, all triggered by back-to-back atmospheric rivers. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice. Kirsten O'Connor has the night off. Washington and parts of North Idaho are under a state of emergency tonight. We have team coverage for you, beginning with Alexander Cohen-Yards, who's live in Shoshone County, which was placed under a state of emergency within just the last few hours, Alex.
Yeah, that's right, Derek. Right now we're in Cataldo in North Idaho, standing right by the CDA River RV Park. I want you to take a look at what we're dealing with here. Several feet of water have just taken over the property here. We just spoke with the owner of this property. He told us that over the last 3 days is when he's really been seeing the pileup and the buildup here of the water that you see on your screen right now. But here's what he had to say about what he noticed when he was driving around in other parts of the region.
We've got it easy. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but compared to what I'm seeing up the river and the people being evacuated, all the RVs and stuff I've seen underwater today, because I took a drive, and it's horrible upriver. I feel really bad for all the people up there.
Now, like we just mentioned, Shoshone County is currently under that state of emergency, and we have heard of several families that have had to be rescued by first responders. Now, we are waiting to get more updates from the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office, but in the meantime, they have told people to make sure that they are staying away from those roads that are currently blocked off as they work to keep the community here safe. For now, reporting live from Shoshone County, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
Yeah, don't get near that water. All right, Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us now. And Chris, you're tracking even more rain heading towards North Idaho.
Yes, thankfully this is just some light rain compared to the rain that we have seen there over the past week. Let's take a look at our Doppler radar right now. There's a band of precipitation stretching from Moses Lake through the Idaho and Washington Palouse, south of St. Mary's, moving in to St. Mary's. And this is all drifting to the north and will be impacting Shoshone County and moving north of I-90 just in the next few hours. Here's our forecast radar starting off at our current time, and we will watch that band of precipitation move into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene and Kellogg by about 8 o'clock, continuing to slowly move to the north through the overnight. By 5 a.m., we're dry in Spokane, still seeing some light precipitation through the I-90 corridor in North Idaho and some rain in parts of the northern panhandle, finally beginning to dry out across the entire region by noon. And again, we'll get some light rain out of this system, nothing compared to the atmospheric river that you've been dealing with for the past week. The Coeur d'Alene River at Cataldo, the river forecast, it is expected to hit its high point tonight, its crest, at about 10 o'clock in that flooding range, and then decrease through the night and through the weekend as well. We do have another atmospheric river on the way, however, starting on Monday for a lot more wet and windy weather. And of course, the rain is only part of the problem. It is the melting snowpack. We have melted a lot of snow with this unseasonably warm weather. I will be back with your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes, Derek.
Chris, thank you. Now to Western Washington, where thousands of families have already been evacuated because of the flooding. Take a look at this video taken from inside a cafe in Snohomish County. The roads are now rivers with water going everywhere. It's just one example of the record flooding levels damaging homes, businesses, and infrastructure in many areas of Western Washington tonight. Let's bring in Madeline Mullins now, who's tracking some of the hardest hit areas.
Well, this event is being described as potentially catastrophic and deadly, and it's hitting communities all across the state, from Yakima to western Washington and up towards the Canadian border. I'll start in Skagit County, where right now 75,000 people have been ordered to evacuate. The Skagit River is expected to hit record flood levels, and in Sumas, Washington, right on the Canadian border, the entire town is under several feet of water. You can see that on your screen here. That town has also been evacuated, and the city shared earlier today that all access points have been closed. As we move south, both Snohomish County and Pierce County rescue crews have been busy assisting in rescue operations. Central Pierce Fire and Rescue sharing that its teams have responded to over 25 water rescues. North Bend and Snoqualmie have also seen flooding, and earlier today parts of I-90 near North Bend were closed due to mudslides. Another road closure happening near Yakima, where parts of the area are flooding. Right now, State Route 22 is closed in both directions. Now, those road closures across the state paint a picture of just how widespread this event is. Governor Bob Ferguson shared today that 31 highways are closed across the state due to flooding. That number is double what it was yesterday.
Man, 31 highways. Thank you, Madeline. Well, all that rain has triggered mudslides and flooding on major highways, leaving traveling to the west side of the state really difficult. These are photos of crews cleaning up a mudslide that closed parts of I-90 between Snoqualmie and North Bend that Madeline just mentioned yesterday. The road has since been reopened. The state says even when floodwaters clear, it could take days or even weeks to assess and repair any damage that may have been caused by the flooding. These closures could also lead to delays in your packages and other kinds of shipments that need to travel across the Cascades. So if you're expecting any packages, you may want to keep an eye on their expected delivery date. And while we might be getting a break from the rain tonight, our recent heavy rainfall has led to increased river levels in the Coeur d'Alene River. Here's some video from the South Fork of the Coeur d'Alene River in Wallace. You can see just how fast that water is moving, heading towards Lake Coeur d'Alene. Right now, lake levels are about 3 feet lower than maximum summer levels. To make sure there's plenty of space, Avista has opened the Post Falls Dam to allow more water to flow down the Spokane River. This means the chance for flooding on either Lake Coeur d'Alene or the Spokane River are extremely low. To stay up to date on the current weather conditions and to get important alerts, sent straight to your phone, be sure to download the 4 News Now weather app and turn on push notifications. Just search KXLY Weather on Google Play or in the App Store. Well, hundreds of thousands of people in Idaho and Washington could either lose access to health care or see their premiums skyrocket, with Obamacare subsidies set to expire on January 1st. Today, the Senate rejected not one, but 2 separate bills meant to address health care costs. The first was backed by Democrats and would have extended the Obamacare tax credits. Idaho Senator Mike Crapo criticizing that plan, saying the subsidies would not fix the cost of premiums.
If they were extended or not extended, are not going to change the fact that premiums are skyrocketing. They're skyrocketing because of the failure of our current health care system.
The Republican bill that was co-drafted by Crapo would have allowed the tax credits to expire and would have instead deposited funds directly into government health savings accounts for those who are eligible. But Washington Senator Patty Murray says the plan does not address the real issue, writing, instead of bringing premiums down, Republicans put forward a bill that said, what if we spend this same funding for ACA tax credits in a way that doesn't lower premiums at all, but just leaves them sky high? All right, still ahead, we'll show you how Australia's social media ban for kids under the age of 16 is impacting teens, parents, and online safety advocates, and what it could mean for the U.S. And Senator Murray says Canadian visitors are down 33% in Spokane, but local businesses say the numbers don't tell the full story. We'll show you what's really happening downtown.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Cottages of Spokane, specializing in memory care.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
This holiday season, give the gift of adventure at Black Sheep inside the Silver Lake Mall. From stocking stuffers to specialty items, we've got something for everyone on your list. Shop over 18 specialty showrooms featuring top brands like the North Face, Area, Carhartt, Columbia, and Wrangler. Plus entire showrooms devoted to winter gear, footwear, gifts, and kids apparel, shoes, and toys. With amazing deals and unique finds, Black Sheep is your one-stop shop for the holidays.
Elegance, style, quality, custom made for your project. Agalite shower doors and bath enclosures by River City Glass are designed for a lifetime of use. Timeless beauty that speaks for itself with superior quality and exceptional value. Offering exquisite custom wine room enclosures and office room glass, specializing in custom mirrors crafted to fit your space. Producing high-performance glass for every project, residential and commercial. River City Glass.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
At Move Fitness, our job is to get you moving using things like high-energy, fun classes, motivating, knowledgeable trainers, and the best variety of workout equipment in the region. And you can get it all for around $1 a day. Join the movement.
The lights at Cali Park Making Spirits Bright are on again for the 10th year. We can't thank all the people who helped us put these on. We hope you enjoy them. Making Spirits Bright, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union and the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Welcome back. Tourism from Canada is still on the decline in Spokane, and businesses are hurting because of it. One local company says it's seeing 50% fewer Canadian customers compared to last year. Derek Strom is live in downtown Spokane, where businesses are still feeling the impact.
I just saw the Bronx. We need fentanyl. Come downtown, y'all. I need fentanyl.
Derek Visits Spokane says Canadian tourism makes up about 5% of the visitors here in Spokane, and that can add up to millions of dollars added to the local economy. But since the Canadian government warned its citizens about visiting the U.S., that's been on the decline. During a recent congressional committee meeting, Washington Senator Patty Murray said the decline in Canadian tourism is having a huge impact on Spokane's economy.
Passenger vehicle border crossings in my state are down more than 24% in the first 10 months of this year. Spokane, Washington, Eastern Washington, saw a 33% drop in visitors this year.
Murray was citing a story KXLY did in April that referenced the number of people coming to the visitor center in Riverfront Park and writing where they're coming from. Those aren't official numbers and are based on a sample size of less than 60 people. But Visit Spokane says the number of Canadian tourists has continued to decline since then, and it's only seen fewer than 20 Canadians at its visitor center over the last couple months. Numbers from the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol show travelers from Canada to Washington are down from previous years in September and October. Best of Broadway, which holds performances at the First Interstate Center, says that in 2024 it was selling around 100 tickets per week to people traveling from Canada, but since April that number has been cut in half.
We're looking at a few hundred tickets for every big show run that we have. Now we're counting our Canadian visitors into the dozens. The last show we had, I think we had 14 total tickets out of the whole run of 15,000.
Justin Kobluk says the difference in ticket sales can be enough to decide which shows they want to bring to Spokane.
Look, adds he's reaching out to Canadians to try and get them to come back to shows in Spokane. He's hopeful that ticket sales from north of the border will pick up soon.
We have more wet weather coming in this evening. Light rain starting right about an hour from now and will continue through about midnight. I'll be back with a drier weekend outlook after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Jordan Sales and Service.
From your head and shoulders down to your toes and everywhere in between, Kootenai Health provides advanced medicine right where you need it. right here in North Idaho. Next level care is here. Visit kh.org.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Okay, there's the signal.
Okay, hurry, he's coming. Have a good round.
See you later.
All right.
What's that?
Toolbox.
Okay. Santa's way sneakier.
You go big, carve hard, and sometimes fall harder. When that happens, Kootenai Health's nationally recognized hospital has your back. Or wrist. Or whatever else hurts. Learn more at kh.org.
Tonight,
It's like the North Pole!
there's no place like home on the Great Christmas Light Fight.
On Prancer!
And these houses are illuminating. 3, 2, 1. The Great Christmas Light Fight, new tonight on ABC.
The local nonprofit Teen and Kid Closet is hoping the community will lend a hand this holiday season. Their shelves are running low, and right now they're in urgent need of your donations.
What we need most right now is, like you said, boys' clothes. So all the way from infant clothes all the way up to the adult sizes, because we do serve from newborn to age 22.
Oh, I've got some boys' clothes they can have for sure. If you want to help, you can drop off donations on the first Saturday of every month at their location. It's 307 East Sprague Avenue. You can also make donations at any First Interstate bank. Every item goes directly to local families in need. Well, one of Spokane's most popular holiday traditions, Christmas tree elegance, is still going strong. The Spokane Symphony hosted a luncheon to support the event today. And Chris, you were there to host it.
Yes, the Spokane Symphony Associates event. It's an annual, actually 2-day lunch. Well, we don't lunch for 2 straight days, but there are 2 separate luncheons. There's music and fun, and the Spokane Symphony Associates raised over $500,000 for the symphony last year. They expect to do it again this year, and it was a lovely time.
It's such a fun Christmassy thing to do, right? You can go get your book of tickets, check out all the trees, and then drop them in the ones you want to win.
And on Sunday, I will be emceeing the drawing for those trees at River Park Square and at the Davenport. And in between now and then, let's talk a little bit about the weather. It is going to be a fantastic weekend to be in downtown, getting your shopping done, going to see the Christmas trees. It's not going to be particularly festive outside. We have a drying trend, a mostly dry weekend. We're going to be in the 50s through Sunday, about 15 to 20 degrees above average. And then the next atmospheric river comes in next week. In the short term, we are watching this band of very light rain slowly making its way north into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene in the next couple of hours. We have a 40% chance of measurable rain through about 9 o'clock, and then it tapers off. Finally, by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we are going to be dry. It is not going to be a sunny day. Expect overcast conditions throughout the day. A high temperature, though, of 51 after temperatures to start the day in the mid-40s. 34 is our average high temperature, but we will be in the 50s in most locations around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 48 in Deer Park, 47 in Spirit Lake, also in the 40s in Fairchild Air Force Base, 51 tomorrow in Meade, 9 Mile, as well as Spangle and Cheney, 51 in Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. Will be in the 40s in Colville, Bonners Ferry, and Sandpoint. This 20% chance of showers on Friday, that is the early morning hours. Will be dry then during the daylight hours, dry on Saturday. Sunday, a 20% chance of rain. That is late in the day as the next atmospheric river comes in. Very wet on Monday and Tuesday once again, and windy and warm, all the things that we did this week. Here's our weather pattern we are tracking with that band of light rain moving to the north. We are going to be staying dry as we go through the day Friday, except right up along the Canadian border. Here's Saturday at 7 with dry conditions. Then as we get into Sunday, we start to see that wet weather moving in, and by Monday morning, there's our next atmospheric river bringing wet weather throughout the region, and there's more in the 7-day forecast. Wet and windy Monday, Tuesday, wet, windy conditions. Temperatures trending cooler, still 10 degrees above average Wednesday and Thursday, but may start to see a little bit of snow mixing in as overnight lows get into the mid-30s. Boy, getting excited about snow mixing in with the rain in mid-December is an unusual position to be in, because those overnight lows are still higher than our average high for this time next week, which is 33 degrees, but at least trending closer to wintry weather, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Earlier this week, kids under the age of 16 in Australia woke up to find they were locked out of their social media accounts thanks to a new law. For parents and campaigners who've long argued that incessant scrolling is damaging, this is just the beginning. Lee Waldman shares if this kind of ban could expand beyond Australia.
This social media ban in Australia appears to be the tip of the iceberg in what seems to be a global movement to rein in the reach and influence of social media. Many parents are waiting to see if this will solve the issues that they have with their kids when it comes to these sites.
We're proud of being Australian today and the leadership in government.
It's a bittersweet moment for the parents of Charlotte O'Brien, a 12-year-old whose family says she took her own life after online bullying, to see Australia's social media ban go into effect.
We're sort of glad we're here, but we're really not glad we're here at the same time.
This first-of-its-kind ban has mixed reviews. Officials are praising the law, while some teens aren't thrilled.
That's like my main source of communication or like entertainment.
The 10 banned platforms, including Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, must suspend or delete accounts of children under 16. They'll face fines if they don't take reasonable steps to keep children off of social media.
Responded.
Here in the U.S., parents like Tamia Woods, whose son James Woods took his own life after they say he was targeted for sextortion online, are advocating for change.
I stand before you as a mother whose only child was taken by something so preventable, so cruel, and so ignored that it should shake every person in this room to their core.
While several pieces of legislation have been introduced in Congress this year to protect kids online, none have advanced to become law. Dr. Jenny Radesky, a developmental behavioral pediatrician, believes a nuanced approach should be taken.
I just want that online world to be safer and more designed more with their needs in mind, less with profits in mind.
The Stanford Social Media Lab is doing an evaluation project to see how well mental health might improve in Australia now that this ban is in effect. In New York, I'm Lee Waldman.
All right, still ahead, we'll show you the new tools that cut through the noise to give you a clear picture of crime in your neighborhood directly from the Spokane Police Department. And the head of the NTSB slams a defense bill she says could make flying less safe. Why she's calling it a significant setback. Next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
One night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring Elvis, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, January 29th.
Winning is just the beginning.
Across our region, veterans and military families make our communities stronger. Numerica supports those who have served.
Numerica's Heroes Fund meets the needs of veteran and military families, from housing and health care to programs that build stability and hope.
The Vets on Lacey Project will provide 12 safe and stable homes for veterans who have experienced homelessness. Numerica's $50,000 Heroes Fund grant makes all of that possible.
Through the Heroes Fund, Numerica is proud to turn gratitude into action by standing beside those who stood for us.
Some know it as prime rib. Officially, it's called a ribeye roast. We call ours divine. Tender, mouth-watering Hereford beef, aged to perfection for 5 weeks and never frozen. Oven ready and easy. Divine beef ribeye roast, tied and seasoned at your request. Reserve yours now, exclusively at Yoke's Fresh Markets.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time.
Great time to buy Ranger, Maverick.
Slated. And F-Series.
America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Let's light them up.
Now that's some holiday power.
That's Holiday Pro Power onboard.
It's like a mobile generator.
Lease a F-150 SDX 4x4 for $329 a month for 36. Or purchase with 0% for 60 and no payments for 90 days.
Holiday magic awaits in Sandpoint. Visit Aspen & Stone and capture the spirit of the season. Discover cozy home accents, styled furniture, artisan decor, and gifts for everyone on your list. Aspen & Stone at Home in downtown Sandpoint. Live beautifully.
Christmas Tree Elegance 2025 brings 16 exciting trees worth up to $4,999 December 2nd through 14th at the Davenport Hotel and River Park Square.
We want a tree, and so can you.
Ready for action? It's No Holds Barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Satay Bistro.
Around the nation now, the head of the NTSB is sounding the alarm about a new proposal in Congress. She says it would make flying less safe if it's approved. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio explains.
This morning, the chair of the National Transportation Safety Board speaking out, slamming a defense bill being considered by Congress that she says will make flying in and out of Washington, D.C. more dangerous.
If it sounds like I'm mad, I am mad. This is shameful.
Jennifer Hamady says the NTSB vehemently opposes part of the bill that would roll back safety improvements recommended after last January's mid-air collision of a military helicopter and an American Airlines regional jet near Reagan National Airport. 67 people were killed in that crash.
It reverses safety changes made after the mid-air collision and essentially gives the military unfettered access to the crowded and complex D.C. airspace. This is a significant safety setback.
In the wake of that tragedy, military aircraft were required to broadcast their position using a technology known as ADS-B. But Hamady warns the new defense bill would allow exemptions to that policy.
We should be working together in partnership to prevent the next accident, not inviting history to repeat itself.
Families of the crash victims call the proposed exemptions deeply concerning. But supporters say military chopters on training missions would still be required to warn other aircraft about their position or get a waiver from the Transportation Secretary. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Well, the 22-year-old man accused of killing political activist Charlie Kirk made his first in-person court appearance today. In previous court dates, Tyler Robinson appeared remotely from jail. In October, the defense had argued and the judge ruled Robinson would be allowed to wear civilian clothes and not a jail uniform to prevent potentially prejudicing future jurors.
The presumption of innocence outweighs the minimal inconvenience of permitting civilian attire.
Now, Robinson's legal team and the Utah County Sheriff's Office have asked the judge to ban cameras in the courtroom during the trial. Robinson has not yet entered a plea. If convicted, he could face the death penalty. Tonight, Shoshone County is in a state of emergency as floodwaters force families from their homes and wash away roads. We are live with the latest coming up. And we hear from members of the National Guard who in less than 24 hours went from their normal day jobs to helping with rescue efforts in Western Washington. That's next on 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Set the scene for the season. Bring home comfort and style that feels like you. Create spaces you love coming home to. Many pieces in stock and ready for delivery. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to welcome in some fun and friendly holiday spirit. Send us a picture of your pet decked out for the holidays, and you could win a $100 gift card to a local pet store courtesy of BECU. Details at KXLY.com/holidaypets.
At Move Fitness, our job is to get you moving using things like high-energy fun classes, motivating knowledgeable trainers, and the best variety of workout equipment in the region. And you can get it all for around $1 a day. Join the movement.
Hey there, Spokane and Post Falls. Are you ready to give your home a floor lift? At Brothers Flooring, we turn boring into beautiful. Whether you're looking for some elegant hardwood for the living room or kitchen, or some plush new carpet for the bedroom, or maybe some sleek modern tiles for the bathroom. At Brothers Flooring, we say life's too short for boring floors. So give us a call today and we'll make your floors the life of the party.
Set the scene for the season. Bring home comfort and style that feels like you. Create spaces you love coming home to. Many pieces in stock and ready for delivery. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
All right, we are continuing to follow breaking news out of Shoshone County. Within the last few hours, officials declared a state of emergency there because of the extreme flooding. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yards is live in Cataldo. And Alex, the water levels have changed in just the last half hour.
That's right, Derek. We have noticed quite a change here since we've been here. The path right behind me, which is known as the Trail of Coeur d'Alene's, barely had any water on it when we first got here around an hour and a half ago. But as you can see, it's now halfway covered as the water levels continue to rise here. And then I want you to take a look all the way on the other side of the property. There is a sign, and you can see it says slow. It used to have children underneath it as well, and we're no longer able to read that. And now, as you mentioned, we are in Cataldo right now. And that is the situation that we're seeing here. But we're being told that in Kingston, things are more intense. There are families that have had to be rescued in that area. We are going to be making our way there very soon, and we'll give you updates on what things look like there tonight on Nightside. For now, reporting live from Shoshone County, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
Alexander, thank you. It's a similar situation in parts of Western Washington with at least 8 rivers and a creek flooding. It's led to many rescues from first responders, the National Guard, and the Coast Guard. Our Madeline Mullins joins us in studio with what those rescue missions look like.
Well, it's estimated that over 100,000 people will have to evacuate because of this flooding. And as those people make their way to higher ground, local and state rescue crews are doing what they can to help in rescuing the ones who have been left behind. Water rescues are happening all across the region. This video shows Eastside Fire and Rescue in King County, as well as several other agencies pulling 2 drivers out of the flood waters by helicopter. In Pierce County, one of its fire and rescue crews have been called to respond to 25 water rescues. The National Guard has been deployed to help with this state of emergency. Right now, 300 National Guardsmen are in Skagit County helping fill sandbags, direct traffic, and assisting with those rescue missions.
Safety is our #1 concern, and people who are watching this at home, you are responsible for your first level of safety. Please be preemptive. Please get out. If you are in that defined flood zone, if you have a fear that you might flood, please get out.
Here you can see community members in Renton moving sandbags in an effort to keep those floodwaters away as the Cedar River there is expected to continue to rise. Today, officials are urging those in an evacuation zone to listen and follow those orders. In studio, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, quite the mess. Governor Bob Ferguson also requested the Trump administration declare a state of emergency in Washington. That would give the state additional funding and resources. Federal lawmakers from both sides of the aisle urging the president to approve the request. In the meantime, they're doing whatever they can to help and calling for Washingtonians to come together to support one another. Eastern Washington Representative Michael Baumgartner writing, "The people of Washington are resilient, and I have no doubt we will, as we always do, pull together to help one another through this difficult time." Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining us once again. And Chris, you're tracking some light rain that's on the way for us tonight.
Yes, a big difference from the heavy precipitation they've received in North Idaho this week. Just a little bit of light rain coming through later this evening. Live conditions right now, temperatures are in the mid-40s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene with overcast skies. I'm watching a band of light rain making its way slowly to the north from the Idaho and Washington Palouse along I-90 around Moses Lake. This will be moving into Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Shoshone County later this evening. Our forecast radar showing that precipitation through 8 o'clock, draped right through the I-90 corridor. It will be slowly moving further to the north in the overnight hours. Here's 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Still some light rain throughout the central panhandle, but most of the wet weather will be in the northern panhandle and the northeast mountains. By noon tomorrow, mostly dry. A stray shower here and there in North Idaho through Friday. Otherwise, expect dry conditions. Our high temperatures today, this is the second part of this flooding puzzle. We've been melting the snow, and that is causing the problems on the rivers. We've got temperatures today for highs in the 50s, and tomorrow we are going to be just about as warm, a high of 51. But mostly cloudy skies, dry conditions. There is another atmospheric river on the way. I'll tell you all about it in just a few minutes, Derek.
Chris, thank you. The Numerica skate ribbon at Riverfront Park is temporarily closed because of the unusually warm weather and high winds. City Parks and Recreation officials say the skate ribbon typically relies on cool temperatures of 45 degrees or lower to keep the ice frozen. But this extended period of warm weather has made it impossible to operate it safely, leading to the unexpected closure. Staff expect to resume ice building next week with a tentative reopening date set for December 20th. Well, Spokane has a new tool to help us keep tabs on what's happening around town, keeping you in the know of where crime is hitting our neighborhoods the hardest. Hunter Bertram is live in studio to show us how this tool works and how we can use it to stay in the loop.
Derek, ever wonder if it's safe for your family to go to the park, downtown, or run to the grocery store? We all think about these things, and while social media might provide some answers, they're not always accurate. So Spokane Police want to keep you informed about what's happening in your area to help answer those questions.
Check out this new website from the city. It's the public data hub set up by the Spokane Police Department. When you click on any of those big blue boxes, you can see what's happening in your neighborhood, and it's updated daily. It covers everything from crimes and car crashes to police calls.
If I want to see what is happening in my neighborhood, it's very easy to do now. People haven't had that before, This is a brand new functionality that we're offering.
This site went live a few weeks ago, but police showcased it today. The police department built it to make it easier for us to see what's happening around Spokane. The goal is to help us make better decisions based on real evidence. You can see here citywide the number of offenses is down from last year. Right now, social media can shape how we feel about crime in the city, but the police are suggesting looking at the data to see what's actually going on.
There's a narrative out there where people, their perception of safety and crime doesn't always align with the actual numbers, and so we wanted to try and bring those together a little closer and maybe give people greater confidence in their ability to determine how safe their neighborhood is, how safe their downtown is, and how safe their city is.
We've got this linked on KXLY.com for you to check out and explore. In studio, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
All right, Hunter, thanks so much. Big things are in store for the Northeast Community Center next year. Bank of America selected the organization as its 2025 Neighborhood Builder, which comes with a $50,000 grant. The check was accepted by the center's executive director, Dave Richardson, who announced his retirement at this afternoon's celebration. He's held the executive position for 9 years now, kickstarting the workforce training program and welcoming a multi-care behavioral health clinic at the center. He's passing the torch to Jenna Ray, who's overseen resident-facing programming and services there for years.
It's a launch pad for our new leadership here at Northeast Community Center. And we're going to use these funds over the next year for training and development so that we can understand financial sustainability.
This grant offers executive development to both the executive director as well as an up-and-coming talent within the organization. All right, Jack Wallace joining us now. Despite losing a wealth of talent, Central Valley girls basketball just can't stop winning.
Moving out to the Valley this week to check in on the ever-blazing Bears. Stay tuned after the break for our story on the unbeaten defending state champs.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Maplewood Gardens, offering independent and assisted living.
This Christmas, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Findlay and take advantage of year-end specials on your favorite Toyotas, plus delay payments for up to 90 days, making it a great time to check off your wish list for that perfect gift from Findlay.
When it comes to taking care of your car, trust the family-owned service department that puts you first. At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we don't just fix cars, we keep your family safe on the road. With no hidden fees or surprise charges, you'll always know exactly what you're paying for. And with us, you only pay a 6% tax on parts, never on labor. Come to Coeur d'Alene Honda, where quality service meets honest pricing every time. Call us to schedule an appointment today.
Ring in the holiday season and unwrap the winnings at the Kootenai Casino in Bonners Ferry. Santa's got you on his list for 12 days of giveaways and a New Year's Eve countdown to cash. Warm up with December room rates starting as low as $59 a night midweek. And we'll even include 2 free breakfast vouchers with your stay. It's time for Holly Jolly Jackpots. Come stay and play at the Kootenai Casino. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY for details or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers, integrated, innovative, inspired.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Tonight,
it's like the North Pole!
There's no place like home on the Great Christmas Light Fight.
On Prancer!
And these houses are illuminating. 3, 2, 1. The Great Christmas Light Fight, new tonight on ABC.
America's oldest rookie cop. He's 65, and he used to play a cop on TV. Now he's training to be one in real life. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
The Central Valley Bears girls basketball team comes off a tremendous 27-0 state championship winning season, but they lost many of their top award-winning players. We went out to the Valley this week to check in on just how these Bears haven't missed a beat.
Losing a 5-star prospect is enough to derail most high school basketball programs, but not Central Valley.
We just come into practice wanting, we're hungry for more. It doesn't just stop with a state championship. We want it all.
The now Washington Husky Bryn McGoy led CV to last season's state championship, and the Bears kept it up with a now wild 31-game win streak.
It feels familiar. The way we run things is we are a winning program. We have that confidence, and we're we have to play to that standard every day.
With 7 state titles, CV always has targets on their backs, and even with 4 all-league players lost to graduation, the aforementioned standard remains high.
They were all so amazing, and they really helped to lead our team. So just having people fill those positions, I think we really need.
Wherever we land is where we land, but I think we can be competitive. I think we can compete for a league title, and that's the goal. And we're just gonna have to do it in a different way.
Dre Dombo is one of the breakout stars of this new team, shaking off old injuries to pace the Bears in scoring.
I mean, it means a lot because I've been working for this since I was little. It's been my sport since I was young. So finally seeing all of the hard work come and be acknowledged is great.
If she's ever fully healthy, the league's in trouble, you know what I mean? And she's already doing great, but I mean, she's such a good kid. She's a hooper through and through.
Now Central Valley returns to the grind, a long march back towards the tough GSL schedule ahead.
In middle school and stuff, I'm man, I get to go to CV. This is gonna be this is my time to shine. It's a good school. I've always known it, and now just being a part of it, it's such a great experience.
A lot of fun out there at CV. And now to Gonzaga basketball, Davis Fogel is the hidden gem of the Bulldogs this season. The true freshman buried in the roster, but still averaging more points per game than 4 players with more games played and double the average minutes. Head coach Mark Few spoke positively about Fogel's great growth so far this season.
I like the fact he's being aggressive. Obviously he's got some real gifts, and similar to what I said about Mario, the next step for him is to start reading the game, making the right basketball play.
Zags have just a couple more days to go until their Seattle game this year. They play UCLA at Climate Pledge Arena. That's coming up this Saturday night. And Fogel, he's just been so much fun to watch. He's Gonzaga's most efficient scorer, 7 points per game and only 8.5 minutes per game. It's just crazy to watch.
And he's originally from the West Side in Anacortes, so I'm sure he'll have lots of friends and family at that game in Seattle. All right, former University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore is in police custody and is a suspect in an alleged assault. He was arrested just hours after being fired by the school. University officials say a school investigation found credible evidence he had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. ABC's Rena Roy has more.
Former University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore waking up behind bars today on allegations of assault. No charges have been filed. Police responding to a call Wednesday in the Pittsville Township area to investigate an alleged assault, saying the incident does not appear to be random in nature. Just hours earlier, school officials saying Moore, a 39-year-old married father of 3, was terminated with cause effective immediately after finding credible evidence he was allegedly having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member.
I was in class and got a little update on my phone from ESPN. We kind of looked at each other and we're like, holy crap, that was totally unexpected.
Within minutes, everyone I knew was talking about it.
The school saying UM maintains zero tolerance for such behavior.
This is something that's been percolating at Michigan for the last couple weeks. There was initial flurry of speculation and an early investigation that died down toward the end of the regular season.
Moore was hired by Michigan in 2018 as a tight ends coach before becoming head coach last year.
One final sack for this Michigan defense,
leading the Wolverines to a 17-8 record in his 2 seasons at the helm. But the team has faced multiple scandals in the last few years, including former quarterbacks coach Matthew Weiss, accused of stealing private and intimate images of student athletes. He pleaded not guilty to the charges. In 2023, Jim Harbaugh, who was head coach at the time, was suspended after a Wolverines football analyst was accused of a scheme to steal signals from opposing football teams. Moore, who served as interim head coach at the time, also suspended for multiple games. Right now, the team is preparing for the Citrus Bowl. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Four things to know about your weather. We have a drying trend, thankfully, through the weekend. Mostly dry this weekend. We'll be in the 50s through Sunday, and then more wet weather next week. I'll explain after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
One night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring Elvis, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, January 29th.
Winning is just the beginning.
This holiday season, you can count on Fred Meyer. You get up high quality and down low prices. Up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices on all your holiday needs. Because at Fred Meyer, quality and low prices always come together. Fred Meyer. Fresh for everyone.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
It matters late at night. It matters when you aren't sure and need someone who is. Are minimalized with none.
It matters when times are tight and saving money can really make a difference.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate you.
Hi, Alex.
Where you get your medicine has never mattered more. That's why we have convenient locations right in your neighborhood with pharmacists ready to get to know you.
Where you get your medicine matters.
For memories you can't make online.
Experience the magic of the holidays at River Park Square.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
All right, Chris, we've been seeing crazy rain in western Washington, crazy rain in parts of North Idaho, but right here around Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, not so much.
We had a trace of rain today in Spokane, although we may be adding to it, but we're going to explain a little bit about it because it's been thrust into the headlines where we're watching our neighbors to the west suffer, our neighbors to the east suffer, and in Spokane, it's been just sort of a weird week. It's rained a little bit. Now, this is just the past 48 hours of rain. Our key is up here. These blues are very, very, very light rain. These scary reds are very, very heavy rain. And you can see that the heaviest precipitation by far is over the Cascades, but also on the west side of the state. And then there's this large area of dry weather, and then it picks up again once we start getting into the higher terrain of North Idaho. I'm just going to put a few numbers on here for you to see what we're talking about. And again, this is just the last 48 hours. So down in portions of the getting into the northern Palouse of Idaho, almost 2 inches, but over 3.5 inches, and we've had reports of 4 inches in parts of the central panhandle. Over the past 2 days, 0.11 of an inch in Spokane, further into the Columbia Basin, just a trace of rain. And then once we're into the Cascades, over 1/2 foot of rain in some locations. I've seen reports of 17 inches of rain over the past 5 days in the Cascades. Seattle has had over 2 inches. And what is going on, and I've mentioned it several times over the past week, but I haven't had time to explain it. It is the Cascade rain shadow. And what happens is on the westerly flow, we get this moist air off the Pacific. It rains like crazy in Seattle, but then it starts coming up the Cascades. And as that warm, moist air is pushed up the mountains, it cools, it condenses, and we get even heavier rain on the west side of the Cascades. Well, then it goes over the Cascades, and as it descends, it warms, it dries, and we end up with this Cascade rain shadow, warmer and drier, and that's even more pronounced through the Columbia Basin, where it is extremely dry. We're going to start the pattern all over again on Monday and Tuesday. Another atmospheric river coming through. We have a 20% chance of rain Friday in Spokane, but that is going to be in the pre-dawn hours with the little bit of rain coming in tonight. Dry Saturday, mostly dry Sunday, and then we really start tapping into the wet weather again. So light rain tonight. We dry out for Friday, dry out for Saturday. We have a slight chance of showers as we get into Sunday, but then on Monday we start getting that atmospheric river going again with heavy rain, particularly on the west side of the state. Quick look at the outlook for the Coeur d'Alene River at Cataldo. As you've heard from Alex's live reports, it is going to get worse before it starts getting better. It's expected to crest tonight around 10 o'clock. Dry out the weekend, thankfully, but we're going to start over with the wet weather again next week. So I'm sure we're going to be talking about more flooding, less snow melt, because we've melted a lot of snow, so that will help. That's a big part of the problem, but the rain is not going to be welcome, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Before we head to one more break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup for your Thursday night.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
If you have a vehicle you no longer need, you can give it new purpose through Union Gospel Mission. Simply go to ugmmotors.org or call 509-327-HELP to schedule a pickup. Your donation gives people like Tyler food, shelter, job training, and the opportunity for a whole new life. Be a driver of change. Donate your vehicle to Union Gospel Mission.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to welcome in some fun and friendly holiday spirit. Send us a picture of your pet decked out for the holidays, and you could win a $100 gift card to a local pet store courtesy of BECU. Details at KXLY.com/holidaypets.
I was born with a sunny disposition, but I had so much knee pain and foot pain. I wasn't that way anymore. I didn't know what to do. But then I'm driving down the street one day and my knee's hurting, and I see a Good Feet store. I thought, what do I have to lose? Once I got my arch supports from Good Feet, I just went back to being my happy self again. My wife noticed it, my friends noticed it, even my dog noticed it. I just wish that I'd found Good Feet 20 or 30 years ago. I've got my Sonny back.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say expect more on 4 News Now.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, we're continuing to track flooding around the region. Our crew in North Idaho will give us the latest information as Shoshone County remains under a state of emergency. And we'll look at the damage and current road closures Western Washington is facing tonight at 11.
Your planning forecast will have a little bit of light rain tonight into early Friday morning. Then the rest of the day on Friday will be dry into a dry Saturday. Temperatures in the lower 50s. Our average high is in the lower to mid 30s.
Yeah, I've been saying this all week long, but it is so strange to have these warm temperatures.
Yes, and day after day after day.
Yeah. All right. And as we said, of course, we'll have the latest from Shoshone County with all the flooding happening there and over in Western Washington as well. We'll see you tonight at 11 for Nightside.